Big John here, coming at you with a little bit of Magic Gathering Arena. Today we'll be playing some quick draft Aetherdrift. We are trying to work on getting enough gems together to play Trap an Edge of Eternity's limited draft. But right now we're doing the Aetherdrift quick draft. I'm going to go ahead and use our coins here, try to get our gems built up a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is going to be my first time recording myself and talking while doing a draft, so I'll do my best to explain my choices of what we're doing here. Alright, so first pack, pick one. This, I do not love this card. It's okay, it's a 2-3 for 2, and you know, the haste can be okay. We may take him for the body, but it does going right to red and white. Gold card is my first pick. I try to avoid that as much as possible. This is probably going to be the pick out of the pack. I love this card so much. The -1/-0 to all creatures attacking is so key in the blue deck to stay alive. This card does not play well in limited. It's more of a constructed card. This is a pretty nice card at the top end of a green deck. Love the Buccaneer as well. The bite can be okay, but we're looking up here right now at the uncommons. I believe my pick's between the Earth Rumbler and the Strategist, and I've had a lot of success with the Strategist. So we're going to go ahead and take that as our first pick. Blue card there. Ooh, do we go with a second Strategist? I believe we will, but let's double check here. Ketchermos, the New Dawn, Legendary God. I've not seen this one yet. Menace, Lifelink, Indestructible. Ketchermos can't attack or block unless there's 7 more cards in exile. When one or more cards are put into exile from graveyard in our battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose a life. Cards in exile, so I need to play kind of a black-white, maybe like a little bit of discard. I am not ready to branch out into black-white. If this was just a crazy creature that could attack right away, yeah, 7 or more cards in exile. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to go with another, we're going double Strategist. Definitely rocking the double Strategist, see if we can get some kind of blue something deck going here. Tune Up, don't love that as an uncommon. Intimidation taxes are right, but discard is not very great in limited. I do like the 4/1 Dinosaur. If its board's open, you can get in really nicely. The Surveyor's not a terrible card, especially in the blue with the card drawing if you get your engines going. And then, of course, Spectral Interference can be a good card. But right now, I'm actually leaning towards the Legendary Red creature because I think I can get these blue cards later on. And blue and red is a nice color combination in Aetherdrift, as far as I'm concerned anyways. So we're going to go ahead and grab the 4/1 Legendary creature, see what happens after that. Okay, I played him before, and you really need to play artifacts with him. I don't have any artifact synergies going quite yet. So let's go ahead and take a look what else we have here. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card. That sounds pretty good with my exhaust abilities I have going. That's a nice little synergy and keeps me in blue for right now. Again, the Earth Rumbler is a nice card. Definitely won some games over the top with this. You just start exiling all the creatures you lost during the game and coming in with a 7/6 Vigilance Trampler. So right now, the Nimble Operators actually played alright for us. So I think the choices right now are between the Ranger's Refueler and the Earth Rumbler. I think I'm going to keep going with our blue right now. We have some exhaust cards as well, so we're going to keep rolling on the blue train for now and see what else comes up here. Alright. The Pride of the Road's alright, you know, decent little body blocker there. Saddled. Gets +2/+0 in trample. That could be helpful to finish off games. I do love the Buccaneer as a common. He plays really well with the Vigilance and the 3 defense. And not loving the artifacts right there. You could definitely, you know, this is possible. Max speed, you know, starting my engines, going with a little card drop. But I think we might be able to get some of those a little later. So we're actually going to go with the Minotaur this time. A little bit of offense. A little bit of red. Okay, so it looks like red is available so far right now. So do we go for another one of the legendary creatures, double up on him? Three color is going to be difficult without green. I don't really have any fixing, so we're looking at blue and probably something else right now. Well, we have one artifact, so he's a possibility as a 2 casting cost creature that helps with my artifacts. Or we could get a 1 casting cost goblin out right away. We're gonna go ahead and double up on the legendary creature. Oh my word, triple up on the legendary creature? Triple up on the strategist? This is the oddest draft I think I've had in Aetherdrift. Just seeing the same 2 cards over and over again. Yeah, we're grabbing the strategist. He's a great card for us. I don't think I'm going to venture into red-green for a boost buggy. This is also a nice card, nice blue card flyer. I like it better than the 2/2 Saddler. So we're going to go ahead and just grab us a blue flyer there. We're definitely not necessarily committed to red yet, right? We got a few decent creatures, but nothing that's crazy. We'll see what happens with our second packs as they come here. We'll grab the crew 3 vehicle. I might not end up playing it, but we do have the 4/1 that can crew a lot, pay for a lot of higher crew costs, so we'll try that out. Oh, let's see here. Do we want a special land? No, I don't think we're ready for that yet. Definitely not the tortoise. Go ahead and grab the berserker. Might not play it, but we'll grab it just in case. Let's go ahead and get that 1 casting cost diver. He actually plays pretty well. Can be aggressive with him if you want to. Gives me something early for the first turn. I can't see us playing the sarcophagus. Pitch that over as well. Alright, so we're looking 2s and 4s. Got a couple of 1s and 3s. Alright, let's see what we got here. Repurposing. Sacrifice another artifact. We are not artifact heavy. The packs have not played out that way at all. We only have, what, 2 artifacts so far? Yeah, so we're not going to go for the repurposing bay, I don't believe. Didn't mind this card, but we don't mind this card, but we didn't going for black. So let's see what else we end up with. Haste, exhaust, tap another untapped mount or vehicle you control. This vehicle is an artifact creature. Put a +1 for each mount or vehicle you control other than this vehicle. Counters. Okay, I like that. Goes well with our... if I had green or gone green, I'd definitely grab the 9/7. That is just a nasty body to deal with. We definitely have no removal going so far, but there's not really any good removal in this pack anyways. Trip up's okay, but I don't love it. We're going to go ahead and go with the Spire Mech Cycle and move on from there. Again, we have another affinity for artifacts, which we don't have a lot of artifact going. Love this card right here. A little combat trick for 2 creatures. Awesome. Not going after a land. Definitely not white. It's looking either the Buccaneer or the Hull Drifter, and I think I want the Hull Drifter for the card drawing over the Buccaneer right now. Yeah, a little flying help, some card drawing. Do we go with a 4th strategist? I might. I may. Okay, this is a really nice card right here. Max speed, yeah, card advantage here. You get to play the card that's on the top. You just got to get your engines going. And I do believe that is going to be the pick right there over the 4th strategist. Explosive Gateway. Not playing red-white, not switching over to red-white at this point. Again, another strategist. It's crazy. I've never seen this many strategists in a draft before. Oh, man. We do need some removal, though. Ooh, is a compactor worth taking over the 4 strategists? Because I probably will play the 4 of them. I really like them that much. Let's go and grab them. We are hurting. We really need to start looking into some removal here as soon as possible. We're not going with the 3rd legendary. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the flyer. We do not have many 3 casters right now. We could use some more flying. The other possibility is to kick off celebrations for a little more card drawing. White, black, blades. Oh yeah, we need top end. If the board stalls out right here, won many a games with the can't being blocked feature of this creature, so we're going to go ahead and grab one of those, at least to have on the top end. Don't love Spell Pierce and Limited. It's a lot more creatures going on, and the 2 mana can really hurt you, whereas the counterspell for creature vehicle, it's 4 more mana, which is quite a bit more effective. Don't think I'm ready to grab the second Hull Drifter over a Celebrations or Compactor. I am going to grab the Compactor. I'm really struggling to find red and blue removal for right now, so I'm going to have to grab something. Trade the Helm. Oh yeah, we'll probably use that exchange trick. That actually worked out well in the past. So grab that card. We can trade like a worse artifact or creature to get their best, which is a nice trade for us. Alright, do we want a combat trick? No, I think I want more 3/3 creatures possibly. I'm not positive we're going to play the launcher, but I think we might. Alright, I love this critter right here. Couldn't grab it before, I'm glad he went through. 5 strategists. That's a funny one. Can you play 5? We're going to find out. I think I've seen people play 4 of the Pangolin in the EOE drafts. Let's go ahead and just grab our blue card here. Another diver. I've never had this many repeats in a draft before. Like 5 of one card. Could have had 3 of that one. I already have 3 of the diver. This has been a strange one. But maybe that means we're in the right place when we're repeating all these red and blue cards. Alright, we're not. That's a terrible rare anyways in my opinion, so we're not doing that. Don't love any of the uncommons, and they don't really fit our deck anyways. I think I need some removal, so we're just going with a lightning strike, hoping the stall out comes back to us, but we definitely need some damage and some creature removal. Alright, I like the diversion unit, just kind of sits out there. You know, it kind of reminds me of the scrap compactor in the way they have to play around it, right? So they have to play around their creatures in combat and doing those sorts of things, and then this they have to play around, you know, their instant sorceries possibly. So even though it might not be the strongest, you know, at face value, it can definitely affect the game. Don't love that card. We're pretty much committed to our red and blue color, so Crash and Burn or Flood the Engine is probably going to be our pick, just because I need the removal right now. If I did not need removal, I would definitely go with the diversion unit, but I really feel like we are hurting on the removal right now. We have a compactor, a lightning strike, trade the helm. Yeah, that's not much going on. So do I want the 3-caster that kind of locks it down, or do I want the Crash and Burn? Ooh, that's tough. I kind of want more 3-casters. I like the Crash and Burn, and I actually really like this card as well. So I am actually kind of struggling here to decide which one we want. I guess the mana curve's going to decide it. We have the lowest on 3-casters. We're going to go ahead and grab... He can shut anything down, basically. Because there are things that can get above the 6 damage from the Crash and Burn. So hopefully those will come back around and we'll get another one of those cards, maybe even 2. Let's go ahead and grab a Spectral Interference right here. We have tons of creatures right now, so we'll go with some interference here, definitely over the Spell Pierce. Untap all non-land permanents. I've played with this before. It's actually worked both ways for you, right? When you're ahead or you're crewing your vehicles a lot, it's awesome, but if you draw this and you need a creature or something to affect the board, it's obviously terrible. So we don't have a ton of crewing going on. I do have some vigilance, so we're going to go ahead and pass on that because of the vigilance I have in some of my creatures. I want something that's going to affect the board a little more, like another Flood the Engine or that Crash and Burn. Alright, we'll go with the Crash and Burn just because we have one Flood the Engine. We'll go ahead and get a little diversity in our removal. Back on track, not a terrible card, but not playing those colors. I guess we'll take the first trip up over a 3rd Dynamite Diver. Thankfully, the removal is starting to come to us a little bit. I was getting concerned at first. It's a nice combo with some of those huge vehicles, but we're obviously not going that direction. We're going to go with the Flyer. We do some discarding here along the way, I believe, so we'll go ahead and do that over an Artifact Helper because we're not playing many artifacts. Let's go with the Flyer instead, that we can possibly get a bit bigger. Not playing the black. Blue's not that good. The lands I'm not ready to commit to, so we're looking at... We don't really discard theme. We're starting to get enough 3-casters. I think we'll be okay. Kind of thinking I want more exhaust to go along with my exhaust combos, more flying as my win condition. Getting over the top is kind of my win conditions, and if I can't get over the top, hopefully get by with the Gear Serpent there. I'll go ahead and grab, we already have the Berserker, so we'll go ahead and grab our first one of the Optimizer. Might not play him. Oh, there is a other one. I missed that. Alright, Stall Out actually works out pretty well for us with our tempo in this deck. Aetherdrift, who creates 2 bodies, so we'll go ahead and grab that. I'm not sure if we'll play it or not. We'll snag a Smell Pierce, not sure we're going to play that as well. The red card we'll grab. See what we have for card drawing at the end. Possibly. I don't think we're going to need the mana fixing. Then we'll go ahead and stick the bird in there. Alright, let's see what kind of red-blue deck we can make out of this. So we're very much a flying, got the vigilance, got the exhaust kind of going on. That's what we're looking at here. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of the themes we're working with here. And then we're going to try to obviously get ahead on some things. So, don't think the Spell Pierces make the cut. We'll just say that right off the bat. We'll probably end up cutting some of the divers, 1 or 2, but we'll see. Alright, what do we have? We have 23 creatures. We're doing really well on the creature count. Alright, how many 2 casting cost creatures do we have? We have a ton of 2 casting cost creatures, don't we? We have quite a few. I wouldn't say a ton, but let's go ahead and go down to 1 optimizer at the most. We'll probably not play any optimizers. We're heavy on blue anyways. Alright, so we have our Flood the Engine. I like our Surveyor for the flying. Buccaneers, Exhaust and Vigilance is nice. Not really doing anything with the Sacrifice. We'll leave the Construct in there, but that'll probably be a pretty, last cut if we need to. Pretty easy. It doesn't really have any synergy except for creating a flyer. I just might need this 3/3 creature is all. Same thing with the Thopterus. This could be a cut. Trip Up. We're going to hold on to that now. I don't think we need to play 5 strategists. Probably not. The 6/3 Menace Vehicle Crew, it does have the cycling, which is okay. We're definitely playing the Crash and Burn. We're playing the Spike Rider. And possibly the Volunteer as well. So this one is actually going to be a little bit harder to whittle down than I originally anticipated, I believe. So let's focus on Exhaust and Vigilance as our 2 main components. So you do not exhaust or be vigil, so we're going to go down to 1 of you. Same thing with the Tyrant. Might not play any of him. Seemed cool, but I don't think he's going to work with any kind of crew combos like I was hoping. Alright, we still need to get rid of 7 more cards. Alright, I like the Refueler. Whenever you activate exhaust ability, draw a card. Yeah, so he's kind of our card advantage. So discard. How much discarding do I do? How much cycling do I have? Not really doing too much discarding, right? I'm not seeing it. I don't have a lot of card drawing as well either, but we'll see how it goes here. Yeah, we don't have a ton of cycling, and we might get rid of some of the cyclers that we already have. So yeah, let's... We're gonna go ahead and... Right, this feels like tough calls. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of... So we have 2 creatures, 1 casting cost creature, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. It gives 8 creatures that cost 3 or less. Yeah, I don't really want to lose much more in the way of creatures for the 3 and under here. Kind of weird curve going so many 2s and less 3s, but that's just kind of the way the draft played out. So let's go ahead and start cutting maybe some top end cards. Tap another untap mount or vehicle. What do we actually have for mounts and vehicles? 4 vehicles right now. And no mounts. Yeah, just, oops, did not mean to do that. Oh, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and get rid of some of our vehicles because it didn't end up playing out that way. No, definitely want the flying and the card drawing. We're definitely trading the helm. All right, let's get rid of some of these 4-bangers. Whenever this creature saddles or mounts or cruiser vehicle, so we don't have a lot of that going on. So we're gonna get rid of him. Value right there. Crash and burn removal. Let's go ahead and pull the Clamorous Ironclad for now. Drop a Strategist. That still leaves us with 8 Forecasters. Gonna play the trip up. Thopterus is not nearly as good as the Strategist in my opinion, so we'll go ahead and get rid of him. And then so we just need to get rid of one more 2-caster, I guess, is where we're at right here. So our plan to win is control our opponent's board enough and get enough kind of advantage in some exhaust and card drawing to get over the top. We're definitely going for the flying over the top approach. So ground creature value, 4 flyers, a vigilance with exhaust, flyer. Doesn't do anything. Like, I mean, he's a 4/1, but the plan I was coming up with to kind of be able to crew larger things kind of fell to the wayside. So I don't think we're going to be playing. But also going down to 12 creatures does not feel great either. So let's rethink that here. And we will go ahead and pitch actually the kickoff celebrations and get one more creature back in here. I really don't think we need 5 of the strategists. Could be fun, but I don't think we need 5. I am going to play 17 lands. We don't have any double red spells. We've got a couple few double blues. So yeah, we're definitely going heavy on the blue. 10/7 seems right, regardless if we put another red card back in. Which I think we might play one of the 4/1 legendaries just to have one big natty boo. I did want to keep one in there. So we'll go with the Tyrant over the kickoff celebrations. And so got a couple of 1-casters to get out at least. This isn't a super like speed ground deck, so we're not going to play a bunch of the divers, but I do want one for early blocking or early attacking. And so then the second turn we can get into either our vehicles, start getting our flying going. We have some counter and defense that are 2-casters. Yeah, so this way we're up to 13 creatures, 10 non-creatures. Red is a bit more of a splash, but we're going to keep it 10/7. We don't want to go too light. We got to make sure we draw that one red. And I think this is the way we're going to play the deck out. Let's go ahead and give this deck a shot. Worries are removal at the right time. Enough removal possibly as well. Getting run over on the ground while I'm trying to set up my attacks over the top. I guess that would be a worry. Like, I don't have a huge big bodies on the ground, so I'm going to need to rely on getting the strategist out to slow down my opponent's attacking creatures, really drop that down. If I can get 2 of them out at a time, -2, -0 would be really cool. So we're going to try to lean on the strategist to see what we can do. And if I'm finding we're drawing too many forecasters and we're overloaded and the mana flow is not good, we can always pull one more strategist and maybe try to get another 3-caster or another dynamite diver in there to help with the curve. But let's go ahead and we're going to try out one game anyways. I don't think we'll play the been having the time to get a full draft in. So, all right, Surge the Mighty. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, opponent goes first. All right, we got both colors, 4 lands, a first turn play, a third and a fourth turn. I mean, we don't have a second, but maybe we'll draw a second. This is definitely a keeper. And see what we can do with it. All right, opponent is choosing whether or not to keep the 7. We'll see what they do. See if they're keeping something dicey or not. All right, we're keeping 7 because we got playable cards in hand. All right, all right, another island. We'll go ahead and just get the compactor out. I really like it's a mental game almost in a sense with that sitting out there, right? They're always having to work around it and those sorts of things. So it's actually played really well for me. For removal and the fact that artifact helps artifact synergies when you have those in your deck. Oh, hey, look at that! Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. We obviously do it. Let's do it. We got to. He'll probably kill ours, but you know, Okay, 2-1 with haste. Yeah, no blocks. You get that 2 damage in. Okay, that's getting a little extreme on the lands now. Let's go to combat, see if we can get 4 points. Or do we wait a turn? I'm going to get the creature. I'm going to stay on the creature plan because he really drops their power down, so we'll see what we can do. We're just going to have to suck it up for a turn or two. Oh, they're hurting on land. That's great. Or they're probably hurting on land. They drew the land. Yeah, I'm blocking 4/1s actually. We're just going to get rid of that damage right away. All right. Can he exhaust? No. Could he cast something to do the 2 other damage? Yes, but he could kill him in response. So that's why we do that. Vigilance is awesome because he still works. We get the damage out and we start our strategist plan. So we got 2 vigilance creatures, which I love. And they've got the flyer out there. All right, whenever you discard a card, choose one. Draw treasure. Won't lose to 3 life. Okay. Go ahead and get another one out there. We're going all in on the combats. Alright, and we're gonna just lay another strategist and we're just gonna keep trying to slow these guys down. Do I end up playing 5 strategists? We'll see. We shall see. Don't think so. I'll probably stick with the 4 right now. But this is what we're trying to do. Attack over the top, still have blockers, get our mana built up, hit these exhaust abilities. Rocket. Yeah. No blocks. Exhaust. Cool. Take 2. No problem. Alright, now we got spectral interference for whatever they cast, and we can crack that when we need to. We are definitely in business. I'm feeling real good about this game. I really don't think their mono red deck is going to have a sweeper in it. Been wrong before, but I just don't believe it. Alright, what's our opponent going to do here? I guess a litho breaking would really hurt, wouldn't it? Don't say those words out loud. Don't talk like that. Alright, let's go ahead. Do I want to crack this on my turn? Cycle. I could. I don't have enough to get our 3+1+ counters. I could do him. +1/+1. Discard? What would I pitch if I discarded, though? No, we're just going to go to my turn. Alright, now we're going to hold on to the land for the discard, because I don't need a second red, really. So let's go next to combat. And then we're just going to attack in the air this time. Can't block that. We'll just try to get it done in 2 turns here. Crash and burn. Oh, if I would have laid this land... I mean, he still would have died. Oh, I could have activated... I need the 7th land up to activate this. That was my bad. I mean, it's red. He's going to have some removal, right? Alright, we actually do need to get that out for our 7th land. We still have a spectral interference, which is nice. We have the compactor out. I still feel like we're in a pretty good spot right now. Especially with the stall out and this interference to slow him down. Okay, cycling. What you gonna do? Draw, treasure, lose life. Create a treasure token. Alright, you're gonna do that. You're gonna resolve that. Let's see here. Waiting. I think if I do this on the end of my turn, if they can't kill him, that gets me up to 5. And then if I clear the way, 6. Alright, we'll go ahead and pass to attackers. Alright, we're gonna try it. We gotta try it on the end of my turn. Okay, we got this. Do we go for the kill? No, we're actually go for the stall out. Tap for red, blue. And there we go. They stumbled a little bit on mana, but the strategist slowed them down. Yeah, they didn't have the best draw, so it made my deck look a little bit better than maybe it actually is. But it did what I wanted it to do. Got the creatures out, slowed them down, got over the top with the fly. Aetherdrift draft deck and did pretty well with it. You can do alright. There's definitely some discard synergies, cycling synergies going on there. Alright, opponent goes first. We got a couple of 2 casters, which I like. So we're going to go ahead and keep it. We got land, we got both of them. Got 2 blues, got 2 casters. We can put out, you know, second turn, third turn, second turn, third turn, either way, depending on what opponent plays, if I need the 3 defense or not. Alright, another strategist, love that. Let's see what the opponent does here. How big and how nasty. If nothing, then it's the 1-2 I'm going with. Okay. And so then he'll crew it next turn. Either way, I'm not going to be able to block it with a 1-2 or a 1-3, so I'll probably just go with the old Sky Rat. I meant Sky Ray, excuse me. Go with the Sky Rat. Alright. Let's get the Sky Rat out there. It's terrible, Sky Rat. Alright, here we go. 1-2. Cycling. Yeah, this guy can get filthy large. Definitely won games with him before. Alright, the old green belt. Keeping a white up. That might just be coincidence because he's going for a crew here. Nope, there's definitely something. Trample, 3 +1/+1 counters for only 4. Bringing the heat, they're coming. We are definitely just on the take right there. Yeah, green-white is much better than a mono-red, and he's off to a fast start, so get a better idea of what my deck can or can't do against some of these things. So we'll go ahead and get our other flyer out there for some blockage. And then we'll get our compactor out there, and then we're looking at the strategist and the Hull Drifter right now. Pretty simple and boring, but we're trying to slow those folks down. Alright, you know what? We're not going to attack. We're going to threaten double blocks here. If he attacks, crews and attacks, I can double block. You only take 1 of them. I'm just going to represent defense here. I don't think the one... Yeah, they're playing some good green and white cards on curve. Whew. If we can get them to miss some land drops, that'd be cool. Okay, so... Okay, coming in, you have no mana, so... If he attacks, I'm double blocking. Because I'm only losing 1. If he comes with the green belt, I'm double blocking him. What makes sense? I'm double blocking something is what's happening right here. Okay, you're a vehicle, but you get bigger. No mana. Yeah, we're on the double block. I will gladly lose my Sky Rat to your Guardian. There we go. We're on our back foot, but we're hoping the strategist can slow him down a little bit. We're hoping. Then we're hoping. 3 damage. If the 3 damage killed that, I'd probably just do it. But instead, we're gonna go ahead and play our Dolphin and just try to slow our opponent down. No attacks, because if they attack and his power drops down to 2, we're gonna block it. Shoot, drawing the land's not good. Okay, creatures get vigilance. Woohoo. Vehicle gets automatic. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent combo. I mean, like this scouter's nothing huge, but you get the 6/5 trampler that lets you or I don't know if it tramples, but lets you find a land. It gets pretty bonkers. And so you paid to have that crewed. Well, you're gonna get it crewed for free in a second. Okay, sure, whatever, man. You do you, buddy. You do you. Yes, instead of using your ability to get him. Cool. Definitely not double blocking this time, because even with the reduction in power, he can still ding my guy for 2, which is not something we want. But we're definitely gonna suck up 2 of the damage. Okay. Hopefully we can get something good off this Hull Drifter or draw something great. If we draw another strategist, we can play that out. Okay, we don't mind a lightning strike. Okay, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna play defense this time. We can use our lightning strike. We can use our exhaust. We can use our lightning strike in our compactor combo. I think we. Ooh, or do we want the cards? Can we, you know, well, Drifter. Before they have something too big and nasty out, I'm gonna 12 life still. I want to get the cards as early as possible to have more options for next turn. Okay, next to combat. They have nothing that can fly, right? Nothing that can fly, so we'll just go ahead and poke in for 2. The vigilance. Come on, little poke. Just a little poke. Alright, I'm leaving myself open for a turn basically. I was committing to getting the cards in my hand right away. They could lay something big and nasty, which would stink, but we have interference for later on now. If they don't lay something ridiculous, that's not a creature anyways, can counter that. Alright, but he can crew it up. We can't attack with it right away, but alright. Bright Field Glider. Okay, they're running out of resources. If I can control their board here and get rid of some of their creatures, and we might be alright, but it's going to take a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and pass to combat. I'm wondering if I am gonna just gear up my drifter here. We'll see what happens. See what they want to do. Because it's only one. Oh, it's 3. I'd have to use all 3 guys. I don't like that. 3. I thought it was 2. I think it was 2. Oh, I can pass to attackers. So next turn, we're open to lay a land, sabotage, and then we can hold those up. Guess that's what we're looking at. Alright, they're manaless again, so I can... It's just the same trick, and I'm taking 2 and I'm still at 10. I mean, that's... I'm not blocking this guy anyways. Do I crew it up and go for the trade? Do I want the trade? No, I don't. Not this turn. Not sure if that's right, but not this turn. We're gonna take up 2 like a good little boy. Get another strategist out there. Hopefully they can't do much about it. And I can really limit the damage they can get in. Yeah, we're just going to end the turn. Oh. We're doing a good job holding off the storm right now. Yeah, we're not crewing, we're not doing anything. We're just going to my turn. Alright, that's a nice way to deal with something really big like that. But first we're going... Sabotage strategist. Neither of you goes fly, right? That just says vigilance and you can saddle with the fly. Yeah, that's a sorcery. You can't do it defensively. So let's go to combat. And then we'll go to attackers. We're just going for 1 in the air again. Alright, damage to the plan. This is the plan. It's working slowly right now, but get over the top and hold them off with the strategist. Alright, let's get another one out there. Hope we can get -2, -0. Alright, so we're gonna end the turn. So we got a lightning strike and an interference for instant interaction here. Any big nasty we're gonna counter. Definitely want to leave the 2 up at this point because I feel like we're behind, but we can control what's in front of us. But if we let anything big, like, get out there and start just rocking us, it's going to be trouble. We still have the compactor sitting there to kill a large creature. We're up to the 6 mana where I can just destroy any creature now or vehicle. Yeah. I feel okay. It depends what the last card in their hand is, I guess, but I feel pretty good right now about where we're sitting. Definitely been wrong before, so... Oh, he's trying to figure... He can't get around the double strategist right now. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm trying to figure out, do I lightning strike something at the end of the turn? I don't think so. This guy's not happy about this right now. He's trying to figure out a way through the wall. Oh, yeah, baby. Peace out. He knows I was sitting on that, too. He had to know I was sitting on that. We got 4 in the air every turn now, so we got a 4-turn clock right now. Gonna up it, hopefully, with this guy here soon. I think right now, flood the engines on this home slice right now, is it? Because the vigilance and the frickin' untapping everything at the end of the turn. We're digging. I had to counterspell the Jaguar. Had to. Gotta keep this board under control. And we can definitely play something. Okay, sure. Yeah. Bring the 3-2. It's gonna turn to a 1-3. Lost 2 attackers. Okay. You are tapped out, which is awesome. So there's no surprise tricks coming. Alright. Oh, come on, strategist. I might put the 5th one in here. If he attacks, he's gonna get slaughtered. He's got no mana to do anything. Cool. What are you doing, man? He has no mana. You cannot pump your creature. Am I missing something? No, he cannot accrue, he cannot equip. Yeah. And they quit. Alright, I guess that's... They were just getting a little frustrated, I guess. Couldn't figure out what to do. Awesome. Getting just enough control. Getting that flying over the top. Strategists doing their job. Alright, let's see if we can sneak one more in here. Keep this rolling. Hopefully I can keep drawing good draws. Knock on wood. Lands. Okay, I go first. I got all my... It's a little slow, but I have the diver to start and all my lands. We're going to try it. Hopefully we can fill it out with some creature draws here. See what our opponent does here. Hopefully we can draw into a strategist to play it on curve on turn 4. Anything big we can pitch and return or take for ourselves once we have something to exchange with. Alright, so we go red, we go diver, and let's see if we can get a little aggro start here. Not really what I was trying to do. Okay. Okay, come on. Now we need some creatures. This is challenge. Each opponent sacrifice a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent can't discard seconds. Okay, no problem. Alright, I lose my 1-1. Do 1 damage to you. Sure. And then we'll go to my turn. Oh, please don't mana flood me. No. Okay, well, this might be a rough game because we are experiencing our first mana flood. We're not getting a nice balance of spells and creatures this time. Or spells and lands this time, excuse me. Artifact. Okay, sacrifice this artifact, return it. Cool, could possibly steal it later if they're tapped out. Well, they're probably happy I had a slow start. Oh man, do I cycle? I can't do it. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, so it's just a mana flood. It happens in every deck. So thankfully, mono red's not pounding it down our face right now. But you know, we'll see. Oh, don't think I'm gonna tempo yet. We'll see. Come on, give me a strategist. Another land. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 of our first 11 cards are lands. Okay. Boom. Next to combat. This is crazy. I cannot draw anything. I guess it was a mistake and I should have known I was going to draw 4 straight lands. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think there's anything terrible with that keep. I had a creature to play on the first turn. Both colors, 4 of them. Just need to draw something other than 4 straight lands and we'd be golden. And it's not the end of the world here. . It's not the end of the world here. Well, they pass by. Back on track. Okay. Okay, we'll resolve that. I'm gonna get way behind here. Obviously, things are not going great. I don't want to dig to another land. Do I just pitch him for tempo? Oh, yeah, because if I don't draw anything, I'm taking 5 on the next turn. Yep. I don't want to take 5 next turn. Because some sinking, disgusting feeling in my gut tells me I'm drawing another land. Okay, I did not, which is good, I guess. I guess it's defense or something to exchange. Okay, so do I want to switch and try to surveil if he taps out his lands? Okay. Let's see what they do now. Menace. Whenever you discard one or more cards, create that many tap 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Okay. Whew. Alright, not cycling that. Come on, give me something useful. That's useful. That is useful. Gotta get up to 7 lands. Yeah, we're just playing them all. That's all we're doing. Probably has some removal since it's like only the second creature I played this turn. Let's see here. What did I discard? Whew. Like that at all. I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah. I'm sure you're just gonna blast my 5/6 right out of the water. Okay, Surveyor's back. Do I just go unblocked and put it on a 4-turn block? Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. It's okay. Oh, jeez. Another land. Woo-hoo. So we're up to 9 lands in our first 14. I love it. Yep. Yep. Got destroyed, obviously. Obviously. Okay, so he has only artifacts and enchantments right now. Okay. I had nothing to exchange, unfortunately. I do have enough to pump him up, so we're just gonna wait and see what they do. Yeah, their surveilling is probably gonna be the death of me. They're getting way ahead of me in cards. 22, 25. Momentum breaker, another one. Just. Oh, you some bitch. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Nope, we see how it goes. It's mana fart county. We're not dead yet. Not quite dead yet. Come on. Right. Well, now I'm really wishing I would have taken that break after the other game. But, oh, nice. Alright, let's see what else you got here. Sarcophagus, the Crypt Call Cherry. Alrighty, my turn. Another land. Okay. Yep. Enter. That's 10 lands. 10 out of our first 16 were lands. You can't win that way. Doesn't matter how good your deck is, you can't win that way. We're taking our L. We're taking it. We're taking it. We're taking it. Oh, and they're like, oh, what's the last card here? Probably an island. I don't know what I can draw. Don't think a strategist. I'm close to winning it right now. I think I'm just dead. Another land. Concede. Just to show them, I drew one more. So we drew 11 out of our first 17 cards were land. 11 out of 16 or 17. Just can't win a game that way. Doesn't matter if you're limited, constructed, or whatever. And that's okay. Sometimes mana flood happens. All right, I think that after breaking our 2-win streak there with that horrific mana flood, we're going to go ahead and take a little break right now. Be coming back later with the second part of this. And like I said before, we'll be releasing them at the same time, so there'll be no wait for it or anything like that. But until part 2, y'all, keep doing those big dog things.